Welcome to Read the Charts, episode 9. Episode 9. Let's learn to read charts. For this episode, I want to talk about stop losses. In particular, the overall framework that I use for stop losses. Because people have been asking me about stop losses, trailing stop, regular stop, no stop, manual stop, all kinds of stops. Let's talk about stops. Okay, here's the secret to stops. Ready? I'm gonna give it to you real simple. Real simple. This is going to be so simple. All right. So stop losses. Okay. So in a bear market or in a downtrend, what needs to happen in order for a downtrend to continue? Exactly. It needs to continue to go down. So it goes down, pulls back a little bit, goes down, pulls back a little bit here on this green candle, and it just rinse and repeats, right? So it just keeps going lower and lower. So if you're buying a stock, especially if you're buying it at the 200 weighted moving average, which is our big buy signal, that's where we're getting a massive discount from highs. If you buy and you set a stop loss, you're an idiot, right? You're a complete idiot. That's what you are. You're an idiot, right? That doesn't make sense. I want you to think about what we just talked about. If you're in a downtrend, stocks keep going down. So any stock you buy, it's just gonna keep going down. So you're just gonna keep losing money. If you keep buying and setting a stop loss, that would just be stupid, right? Hey guys, I'm buying this in a downtrend and I'm going to set a stop loss that's just going to get taken out overnight or the same day or literally within the same 10 minutes that you bought in, right? Because stocks keep going down. So you're going to get stopped out. You know, if I bought here, let's just hypothetically, I'm a huge idiot. I bought here, it goes down, I get stopped out. I bought here, goes down, get stopped. Like you're just constantly giving your money away because you're just dumb as a rock. Now, I don't think there's people that dumb. I hope not. That would be hilarious, actually. If someone is buying as it goes down and just adding stop losses and just giving their money away over and over, like literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this is just silly. That's a level of stupidity where I don't even know what to say. So in a downtrend, stocks are going down, you buy, you set a stop loss if you want to get destroyed. Now, if you're buying good companies that trend on the yearly, companies that just keep going up, companies that love the purple line, love kissing it and then going higher, right? I always talk about this. Kisses it, goes higher, kisses it, go higher, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. This is why I bought today, because I'm excited, because this is finally at a discount. We know that at the purple line, it's a buy. And look, it might go under the purple line. Cool, awesome, I get to buy more. What the fuck is the problem, right? What's the issue? What's the issue? There's no issue. We know we're getting a massive discount. What's the problem? I don't know. Someone tell me. I don't see any problem. Okay, so SoundHound, any stock for that matter in a downtrend, if you buy and set a stop loss, you're just asking to lose your money over and over again. So in a downtrend, bear market, as long as you're buying good companies at the purple line and under, no stop loss needed, which goes against, you know, the old people books, you know, the old farts that wrote those books back in 1980s, 1990s telling you, oh, you got to set a stop. That's from like 40 years ago. Who gives a damn what, you know, super duper jack things from back then? Those are the olden days. This is modern. The modern stock market's very different from back then. So no stop loss needed in a bear market as long as you are buying good ones, right? Stocks that have good earnings, stocks that keep getting sales, stocks that love the purple line, etc., etc. So no stop, that's the secret right there. No stop loss, which goes against the consensus. And you're going to have to trust me on that. If you don't got patience and discipline, I'm telling you right now, Discord ain't for you. Patreon.com/change-the-trades if you want to join, if you got patience and discipline. Because that's the game we play. I'm very successful with this strategy because I have the patience and discipline. That's my edge, so to speak. If I set a stop loss, it would just destroy the strategy. The strategy would be worthless. Literally. So, that's the secret to the stop loss in a bear market in a downtrend. Bull market. What about when we're trending to the upside? What about that? Well, my friends, a stop loss in an uptrend, it's not needed. Whoa, 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 Shades, what you talking about? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on right there. Right there. I know. It sounds crazy, right? But if you don't need a stop loss in a downtrend and it always recovers and goes to new highs, then what the hell do you need a stop loss for in general? What do you need a stop loss in a bull market for? You don't. You don't need a stop loss, right? On good companies, let me show you NVIDIA, because NVIDIA is one of the best, right? Even SoFi, maybe SoFi would be better, but you buy the top here, no stop loss, comes back up for you. No stop loss here, no stop loss. You buy the top every single time, no stop loss, no stop loss, no stop loss, no stop loss. You can go back to even 2019, no stop loss, 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 no stop loss. No stop loss, no stop loss, no stop loss. You buy the top every single time, it always comes back up for you and then some. You always win. So the patience and discipline is what pays off, right? Because you're buying the top every time and you have to wait for it to go down and then back up for you and then some. So the point of this video is patience and discipline is really what pays in the markets. People don't have that. Stop loss, who needs those? That's for idiots who don't understand how the game is really played. Stocks go up, the good ones go up over the long term. They follow the SPY. And I always say this, as long as you're buying the good ones, what do you need a stop loss for? MSTR is not a good one. That's why I always tell Joey Shaw, like, bro, you're being dumb. Like, stop buying calls on MSTR. Buy shares, stick to shares. Even Michael Saylor doesn't have calls. He literally only buys shares. And yet Joey Shaw over here thinks he's a genius. So he starts buying calls at the worst time possible. And right now he's absolutely destroyed. You'll never hear me go, hey, MSTR calls. That's not going to happen ever. In fact, I'm never touching MSTR again. That thing is trash. It's no NVIDIA, it's no Palantir, it's no SoFi, it's no SoundHound, and the many others that are out there. You could just trade an ETF too and just have it easy mode. Imagine buying an ETF and putting a stop loss on it. That's just stupid. So that's the secret. When I talk about buying stocks, do you guys ever hear me? When do I even mention stop loss, right? When do I even mention? Think about that for a second. All the videos you've watched, do I ever even talk about stop losses? Do I talk about shorts? Do I talk about volume? I'm not a traditional trader. I don't give a shit about volume. I don't give a fuck. Isn't that funny? I don't even give a fuck about volume. Who cares? I know I'm buying something good that keeps trending to the upside. And maybe one day it'll stop. But that hasn't happened in the 5 years I've been doing this with this strategy. No. It's going to work until it doesn't, but goddamn, NVIDIA just keeps going up and it's been doing so forever. So, yeah. I don't know what to tell you. That is the secret to the stop loss. If you're buying good companies, and I said this many times already, winning and losing in the stock markets comes down to your stock picks. Yes, you can trade your shitty $1 stocks that can go, 2x, 5x, but that you better set a stop loss for that. Hell yeah. But a lot of you have been successful following my trades. Why? Because my stock picks are good. That's why. That's what it comes down to. If you're trading trash, absolutely set a stop loss. If you're trading good companies, good stocks, keeps getting more sales, etc., etc., what the hell is the problem? Buy and shut the fuck up. It's that simple. That's what I do. I tell myself, just shut the fuck up and buy, Shades. Just shut the fuck up and shut up and buy. No fear. Because sometimes I do catch myself thinking, well, what if it keeps going down? And then I'm like, no. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Who gives a fuck what Shades thinks? It's all about that purple line. If it's at the purple line, if it's close enough to it, I'm fucking buying. I almost hesitated on buying SoundHound today at that purple line. It's right there at it. I hesitated for a second because I'm like, man, what if I buy here and it goes to $10? I'm going to feel kind of silly, right? But then I'm like, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter what I feel. Who gives a fuck about my emotions and my feelings? We got to trade like a fucking machine and we buy at that fucking purple line. I got to remind myself that. I have to remind myself sometimes. I am human after all. There are times where I feel like, I don't know about this, but no. There's no stop loss needed. That's for people who are just, they're living in 1980s or something. They read some traditional books that tell them every time you buy, you must set a stop. Screw that. Screw that. Screw that. Screw that. Just make it easy for yourself and buy good companies. Just make it easy for yourself and buy good companies. You don't got to worry about no stop. Again, if you've been watching my videos and following my channel long enough, when do I talk? I don't talk about volume. I don't talk about no stops, no trailing stops, no whatever stops. I never even mention stops. I just say buy. Who needs a stop when I already know I'm getting a massive discount from highs? Right? Who needs a stop if I know that if I buy the top, it's going to come back up for me anyways? And I never buy the top like all in. I always, spread my buys out. So I buy 250 here, 250 here, 250 here, 250 here. Oh, came back up for me, and then I made a lot of money, thousands of dollars. Ooh, what a shocker. What a shocker, right? It's that simple. I don't know why people overcomplicate things. The more simple you can make your trading, the better. And mine is very simple. Where's the purple line? Buy it there. If it's a stock that's trending to the upside long term, you can even buy the top. Who gives a fuck? It's going to come back up for you. That's it. That's all I got to say. I am not your traditional trader. I am not. You're not. Volume? Where the fuck is that? You don't see no volume. I got RSI. When do I talk about RSI, guys? Never. Never. When do I talk about this garbage? I don't need this. MACD, I don't give a fuck about the MACD either. That one is mostly for the monthly time frame to see if we're in a bull and bear market, but I don't need any of that shit. I just need purple line. Where is the stock price relative to the purple line? That's it. That's it. It's that simple. Do people have the patience? Do people have the discipline? That's a whole nother question. I have it. I can wait. I have not alerted SoundHound this entire time. Think about that for a second. This entire time I have not alerted it. It's not until now that it's close to that purple line that I started buying. Isn't that funny how that works? That's it for the video. That's all I got to say. The secret to stop losses is there is no secret. It's just don't even bother with it. There's no need for one. Not on good companies. Always do your due diligence. I'm done ranting. That's all I got to say.